guys, today I'm filming a review of the ColourPop Ultra Blotted Lip. Now this product has been out for quite some time, but I just recently purchased one and I've been testing it out and I wanted to let you guys know my thoughts. Now I have seen quite a few reviews of this product, but not as many as I've seen for some other ColourPop products. And as you guys know, ColourPop is one of my favorite brands and I have done so many different videos on them. I like to do individual reviews for each of ColourPop's different products. I've also done a bunch of collection reviews, a top 10 Super Shock Shadows, and a top 10 Lippies video. So I will have all of those linked down below if you would like to hear my thoughts on some more ColourPop products. But I wanted to give you a quick review on this item here today. Starting with price and availability, this retails for $6 and it is available on the ColourPop website. So for packaging, this is a standard that you see from ColourPop with their liquid lipsticks and their lip glosses. So you just have a clear tube here, and then it has ColourPop Ultra Blotted Lip written in silver here, and as we all know, it just takes a little bit of time and that completely fades away. On the bottom you have a sticker with the shade name and then you have a silver handle. And for the applicator, this is your standard doe foot applicator that comes with a lot of ColourPop's liquid lip products. And even though I'm sure they just included this because it is the standard, I actually think that this doe foot works really well with the formula of this liquid lip because this is a very, very thin consistency. So a really fluffy applicator I think might hold too much product and really create a mess during application. Next, I'm going to read you the claims from the ColourPop website. It says, our Ultra Blotted Lip is a medium coverage matte lipstick that creates a soft diffused look. It is completely transfer proof and long wearing, but also lightweight and comfortable. No cracking or flaking. It leaves lips smooth and fresh. I'd say mostly accurate, and I'll get into that with more details of this review. For the shade selection, there are currently 8 different shades available. I have the lightest shade Zuma, which is the nude in the collection, and this is described as a warm rose. And on me, this is definitely a warm color, but it pulls a lot more peachy on me, but I do have a very fair warm skin tone. And in these 8 shades, I think ColourPop did a good job of covering the basic shade ranges. So we have a nude, a light pink, a bright pink. There might even be an orange, there's a red, and there's some deeper vampy shades. So yeah, it would be great if they could expand, but I think for the initial launch of this different kind of product, they did a good job covering all of the basics. And I'm pretty sure since their original launch, they have not added any more shades. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure these are the shades that they started with. And you guys know ColourPop is always adding more shades, but I don't know if they will with this because I don't feel like this product has caught on and gotten as much hype as some of their other lip products. For scent and flavor, there is none, which I really appreciate. So for the pigmentation, I do think that this is light to medium. They describe it as a medium opacity, and I would kind of agree because I'm not seeing any of my natural lips show through, but I do have very, very lightly pigmented lips. So someone that has really, really pink or red lips, I don't know if they would get as much coverage. But also, I only have tried the nude shade. So for some of the deeper shades, you might have some more opacity, but you might also have some more patchiness. So I think medium is the most you can get from this, but I'm feeling more like light medium is more accurate. To talk about the consistency, this is a very thin and very liquidy formula. It is probably the thinnest liquid lip that I've ever tried, and it is quite runny. Now, as you saw right there, I don't have product like dripping off of the applicator or anything, but if you tilted this on its side, I'm pretty sure product would just come running out. So be careful you don't knock it over, but it is very thin. But I feel like in application, that helps it glide really easily. So the consistency I think works well with this kind of formula, and I think it's what makes this formula special, is that it is a lot thinner than most liquid lips. And for the finish of this, it is a matte lip product, but it looks like a matte stain, and that has to do with the opacity, the consistency, and this finish. To me, especially in person and close up, it doesn't look like I'm wearing a nude matte liquid lip. To me, it looks like I'm wearing a nude matte lip stain. So this is definitely a little bit more of a natural look on the lips. My lips, even though they are matte, also to me, do not appear super dry or crusty in any way. So I think that the consistency and the finish work really well together to give you a matte finish without all of the negatives of crusty and dried out looking lips. Now for the lasting power, the claims make it seem like this lasts a long time. For me, I'm able to get 3 hours of wear before it starts to patch off. And I've tested this on many different days to try to really track the way that it wears. And it is not caused by drinking or eating. Just naturally when I'm rubbing my lips together, it's fading. And I am someone that touches my lips and rubs my lips together more than probably an average person. I'm used to having chapstick on all the time, but you know, there is some resistance when I'm doing that, which of course I would expect with any kind of a matte lip color. But I do notice throughout the day that I will have concentrated product around my lip line, but it will be faded in the center of my lips. And again, because of the color that I have, I think it fades quite gracefully, but I've only been able to get maximum 3 hours of wear without any fading. And for me, that's annoying because that's why you wear a liquid lipstick, because it is long lasting. So to get only 3 hours of fully opaque, non-patchy wear, I can get that with a traditional bullet lipstick, and if it's a comfort matte traditional bullet lipstick, I would have even longer wear. So that is definitely a negative for me. I was really disappointed by that. So for the comfort, I would say that this is more comfortable than liquid lips. It doesn't feel as drying, and it also doesn't feel really heavy or cakey on my lips. Now I can definitely tell that I'm wearing something, but not because it feels heavy. It's because the inside of my lip is wet and the outside of my lip is dry, and I can feel the difference. And again, like I said, I am someone that touches my lips quite a bit, so I'm definitely noticing it, but I would say it's pretty comfortable. But after I've had this on for 2 hours, at that point I start to notice it a little bit more, or I'm wanting to lick my lips, or I'm wanting to put on chapstick. It isn't incredibly uncomfortable, but I do notice it more. And lastly, I wanted to talk about reapplication. This does not reapply well. So basically I had put this on and then I noticed a little bit of patchiness and I wanted to try to build it up. So this dries super quickly, by the way, but when I went in to put on a second layer, no, it started to ball up and peel off like a hot mess. So this does not really layer well. Now, if it's still wet, I can go in and touch it up, but once it's dried, you cannot go over top of it with another layer and expect it to look good. It starts to look cakier, pill up, flake off, and feel drier. So I did want to note that, but I did have this fade in the center of my lips almost completely because I had eaten and I just had it on the outsides, and then I just went in and filled in the center and that worked okay. But that's because I was basically filling in the space. I wasn't overlapping the product that was already there. So I would not recommend reapplying. I'd say take off what's left and apply fresh. So overall, I would give this a 3.5 out of 5. I do love this color. I think it feels fairly comfortable on my lips for a liquid lip product, and I do like the finish of this a lot, but I usually prefer using lip products that are more opaque, or I would go with the gloss. And I also really wish it was longer wearing. That is definitely the biggest con for me. To only get 3 hours of opaque wear out of a liquid lip, I don't think is very good. So I don't see myself buying any more shades. I'm glad I tried it and I think I will use it, but I have a lot of nude lipsticks that I bet I will reach for over this one. So I would say if you're interested in the formula, definitely try one out and see what you think. So guys, that was my review on the ColourPop Ultra Blotted Lip. If you guys have tried these out, I would love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.